Hi ladies, I said I would be back today and I'm going to show you. I cased this from Sam at Pootles Paper Crafts. She made this box, but Sam done it differently to mine. Sam actually took her cardstock and actually stamped all over her cardstock. But she come up with this shape of a box and I think it's lovely. So I've cased it from Sam at Pootles. And the inspiration, what happened was I seen these candles, okay, and if you look at the shape of the bottle, it's faceted, okay, so that gave me inspiration. And I remembered that I'd seen a video showing a similar box, so I thought, and it's a good size box and that fits right in. And also if you make jewellery, that would make a lovely box to gift jewellery in. It's absolutely lovely. So I'm going to show you now how we construct our box. Okay, excuse me, I seem to be coming down with a cold. Right, so first of all, you're going to need a piece of card that measures 11.5 by 7/7/8. Now the 7/8 is the one just before the 8-inch mark. Okay, so you're going to turn it to your short side and you're going to score it at, got it the wrong way, you're going to score it at 2.5, 4 5/8, and 7 1/8. Yeah, and then you're going to turn it so that where you've just scored that 7 1/8 line is going to be at the top. Okay, and now these next score lines you're only going to take from the top one down to the second score line there. Okay, so you're going to score them. You're going to score your first one at 2.5 to the second score line, a 5 to your second score line, 7.5 to your second score line, and 10.25. Okay, and then you're going to turn it right the way round, and then you're only going to score up to your first score line that you made, and you're going to score that at 1/4 inch there, 2 3/4, 5 1/4, 7 3/4, and 10 1/4. Okay, then you're going to take your ruler and your scoring tool, which I have mine there, and you're going to connect them lines up in between the top and the bottom ones. You're just going to connect them up, and you're going to do that all the way along until you end up, I'll just bring that up so you can see. Can you see all the triangles? So you're just going to connect them lines up, okay, till you get them triangles in your middle panel. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over, and these pieces that you can see in the white, I just put it there for a minute, right, they're the pieces that you're going to have to get rid of. You're going to cut them away and get rid of them. Okay, so I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut these pieces away. So we're going to get rid of that rectangle. Because my boy is barking for the walk. So we've got rid of that rectangle. Okay, now we're going to come across the top and all these ones with the white lines on. I'm just going to go right across the top for now. Okay, we're going to get rid of them. Okay, so that's what it looks like at the minute. I'll show you the end of it. Okay, now we're going to remove this panel. I'm just going to bend that one down so I can completely remove that one. Okay, so that's what you should be looking like now at the top. Okay, now we're going to remove this panel all the way down, that half a triangle and that 1/4 of an inch score line. So we're just going to remove all that. Across there. Get rid of that. And that 1/4 inch. Okay. So can you see that shape up to now? That's what you're going to be left with up to now. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is cut up the rest of the score lines that we've got on the bottom. So you're just going to cut them straight up to your centre. Oops. Okay, so they're now all separated. Okay, and I'm just going to do the same with this one at the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take about just over ½ inch off that one. Okay, because that's going to be our lid. And I'm going to do the same again on this one because they're going to fold across. Okay, and I'm just going to wedge them a little bit. Wedge or mitre, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to do the same to this one. And I'm also going to take the corner off that lip. Okay, so that's what we should be looking at now. Okay, so that's going to be the lid of your box. Okay, if I just leave that there a minute, can you? That's what it should look like when you've cut all your bits away. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, before I burnish any of my lines, I've got a piece of DSP. Now this comes in the big paper stacks. Okay, this is the neutrals pack. And there's quite a lot in it, to be honest. At the back you get some gold and silver ones, and they're all basically the same design. only in the different colourways. Okay, so I've cut this piece to 1 7/8 by 11 inches, and what that's going to do is give you that little border. Can you see just the little border that it leaves on the top and on the bottom? So I'm going to take my turning tape. We fell out, but I think we're getting on again. I'm just going to lay a piece of that, strip that on. Now, it's better if you can use turning tape or some sort of tape than wet glue, because when you come to burnishing your lines, and especially your triangles, the last thing you want is it coming unstuck while you're trying to construct your box. Unless you want to use the glue and you leave it overnight and come back to it, it's entirely up to yourself. Okay, so I'm just taking the backing off. Sorry, I wasn't even in shot then. So I've took the back off that. And now I'm going to bring back my box. Well, what will be my box. I'm just going to line it up this end. See, this is why we fell out. I've got to ruin that. Put some more tape on the bottom there. But it'll get covered, so not to worry. Right, try again. Just take the backing off. That's a better job. Okay, sorry for the wobbling. I keep forgetting the tripod's there. Okay, so just cut that little bit away. So that's now what you're left with. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is burnish all these score lines and get some shape. So we're just going to finish that one, and our lid. Okay, and I'm just going to do the bottom ones exactly the same. Okay, so now to our triangles, and what you're going to do is go up and burnish, then you're going to go down and burnish, oops, up and burnish. And you're going to do this to all of them, down and burnish, up, but it's worth it. It makes a lovely box, it really does. And then I'm just going to turn it round and I'm going to go up. Okay, so that's what you've got, and that's what the reverse looks like. Can you see it's starting to take shape? Right, so what you're going to do now is this corner, this triangle here, you're going to put tape on it, or glue, or whatever you want to use. Sorry, you couldn't see that. So I'm just going to remove that. Okay. I'll leave them bits. I'm just going to fold over so I have none. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to line this end up with this up to the score line. And just give it a squish. And now we know that that is the back of our box, essentially. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to fold that side in, and you're going to fold that back one in, then you're going to fold that one over, and you're going to put tape on this one, or glue, or whatever you use. Just put 3 strips across. I'm just going to remove that now. Okay, so just a matter now of folding that up. Getting our bone folded inside and just giving it a bit of a squish. Make sure it's all stuck. Okay, so now there's the front of our box. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I have a 1/2 inch circle punch, and what I'm going to do is just there, I'm just going to take it in, not even halfway, sort of in the middle, and punch that out. Okay, so hopefully if I've cut enough off, yep, no, just take another little piece off this. Do you know the last one I done wasn't a bit of bother? See when you're doing on camera. And there you go, our box lid is shut. So that's what it looks like now. Now, I was one of the lucky few to get the itty bitty punch pack. And all I've done is I've cut 3 flowers out of the DSP. And all you're going to do is, I've got some gems to hand. Yeah. So we're just going to give them a little squish. Okay, just take a couple of gems. And stick them in the centres. And I have some wet glue, and all I'm going to do is stick them on the corners like that, and then I'm going to take a piece of the black that we cut off and the itty bitty punch. I'm just going to punch out 3 of them. Okay, and I'm just going to give them a bit of a squish. And all this is a piece of, I don't know what you call it, foam, or that I got in with embossing folders, and I've just kept it to do me squashing on. But you know us crafters, we don't throw nothing away. Recycling. I'm just going to take my box, put one in up there, one down to the side, and one down to this side. And there we have it. There's our box. And as I say, it was inspired not just by Sam, but by these candles. And this is jasmine, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. Box not going to shut again now. There you go, there's our box. And as I say, it was inspired by Pootles, and she done hers a bit different to mine. she actually took the whole piece of card and stamped all over the card. And come up with this box. So I just thought it would case it, and if you couldn't understand my instructions, this would look lovely. I buy my kids jewellery for Christmas, and one of these boxes would look lovely with jewellery. I'm going to have to sort that lid out. Yeah, so if you couldn't understand my instructions, run along to Pootles Paper Crafts and have a look at Sam's. But I think they're lovely little boxes, and they hold quite a bit. So I hope you give it a go. And I'll speak to you all soon, ladies. So take care for now. Bye bye.